What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big Tuesday, February 2nd NCAA basketball show. To check out the entire show, hit the link on the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on to a big game in the Big 12. Number 2 ranked Baylor Bears, 16-0, 8-0 in conference, and number 6 Texas Longhorns, 11-3, 5-2 in conference. We're at the Frank Erwin Center in Austin, Texas. Baylor opens up as 6-point favorites. There's been no movement here. This total opened at 145. We've seen a half-point move towards the under. It's now at 144.5 across the board. This Baylor train continues to roll. They're coming off beating Auburn at home on Saturday night, 84-72. They didn't cover. They closed as 14-point favorites. They have so many weapons. It seems like a different player steps up for them every night. Against Auburn, Adam Flagler came off the bench to score 19 points. He's one of 4 players averaging double digits. He's at 10.4 points. Jared Butler leads the team with 16.8 points, 5.4 assists. Senior Maceo Teague averages 15 points per game. Davian Mitchell averages 12.8 points and 5.9 assists. This offense is on point. They average 87.3 points per game. They get 18.5 assists, hit 50.2% from the field, 43.4% from 3, 70% from the stripe. Texas coming off its second home loss in 3 games, 80-79 to Oklahoma. They played without second leading scorer Courtney Ramey, who is questionable to go tonight with an undisclosed injury. He is averaging 13.9 points, 3.9 assists on the season. They were also without 6'10 senior Jericho Sims. He averages 7.8 points, 6.4 boards. He's listed as questionable to go as well. They did have leading scorer Andrew Jones, who averages 14.3 points per game. He went for 13 points and 8 boards. Matt Coleman, Greg Brown averaged double digits for the Longhorns. They averaged 76.4 points per game, hit 45.3% from the field, 34.3% from 3, and 70.5% from the foul line. Big game in the Big 12. Max, Baylor, Texas, take it away.
Listen, Jim, I'm going to give you a little education right now. This is called Baylor time. You know what? Texas had their time in the spotlight. And every time they've had their time in the spotlight, you know what they've done? They looked out the window and stared at a bunch of cows taking shits. All right? I'm done with Texas. They let me down one too many times. And now they got to go up against the animal that they call the Baylor Bears? I'm sorry, Jim. This is a bad spot for Texas. You know what? They may get a freaking boot up their ass. And I think they deserve it. You know what? I hope that Courtney Ramey doesn't have to play tomorrow. I hope that Jericho Sims decides that, I'm not ready to go. Because you know what? Coach Drew has inspired his front court. Flo Thamba and Mark Vitale. This is a personal challenge on you guys. We know that Texas has the size advantage. We know Greg Brown is going to be a handful for both of you to handle. But can you do it? I think so. So with Baylor, you know what they do well, Jim? They're built to make the Final Four. And teams that are built to make the Final Four, they're road warriors. And that's what Baylor is. They're a goddamn road warrior. They make money for you on the road. They win games on the road. And they do it the way that us bettors, we salivate at the mouth. Okay? I'm salivating at the mouth right now talking about this game. Okay, this is a personal challenge to the Baylor front court. This is the time that Adam Flagler came to Baylor for. He redshirted. He worked his way. He learned the system. He got stronger. And now this is the perfect opportunity for him to take off. He took off last time out. He's capable of doing it again. When you watch this offense play, not only are they just lethal from the three-point line, and they literally unleash their threes, Davion Mitchell is like a conductor running a symphony. He just orchestrates the offense in a way that is simple in theory to stop, yet time and time again, they are unable to do it. I think that this is a Baylor team that can bring on guys off the bench that can stand up and have standout game-breaking performances. I didn't even talk about LJ Cryer that they can use. I think that when you have a guy even like American Baylor, Justin Bieber, Matthew Mayer. Kid freaking had a really nice game against Auburn. I think he's able to carry that up. He's a matchup disadvantage for a lot of defenders. So there's too many weapons, Jim. There's too many weapons. I got to stop talking. +8 in first halves in conference. On a per possession basis, they make at least 2 more field goals. They have equal, if not better, 3-point D. They get to the free throw line more and make them on a per possession basis. And when you can take the ball away from a team like Texas, you're going to fucking win this game, and you're going to win us some money while you're doing it. Give me Baylor -6.
I can do better. I can get you 5.5. FanDuel has it juiced. BetMGM and Circa do not. Oh, yes, BetMGM and Circa do not. You can get a -5.5 on the Baylor Bears. It's 6 at Bet365. But let's get you 5.5 on the Baylor Bears. I like that look. Think I may be joining you with that one as well.